What's up, man? I want to talk about LeBron James' image on the whole China situation, and just in totality. Um, there's a lot of people saying his image has taken a hit. To me, look, his image hasn't taken a hit to me because I don't expect athletes to be this. I don't expect athletes to save the world or save or black, let's just put it out there, black athletes. I don't expect black athletes to save the community. Black athletes, a lot of black athletes do things for their communities. They step up, they do things, but largely we cannot expect them to save a community. The people that actually live in the community has to be the ones to put in the groundwork to step up, and make change. You know what I'm saying? If an athlete want to come in his former, neighborhood or community and help uplift by, building a school or giving money to build, you know what I'm saying, like a rec center for kids or, things of that nature, that's fine. That's fine and dandy, but we should not expect that. We should not expect them to be to be a conscious voice on a global stage. Because a lot of these athletes, I'm not saying that they're dumb or not like that. I'm just saying that a lot of them, and it's coming out now. A lot of them don't know anything about the world. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're successful, you have a lot of money, you travel a lot, doesn't mean you have knowledge of worldview, or you have knowledge of different countries and the things that are going on. Even though we are living in a society that's more connected, like the world is much smaller than what it was 25 years ago, 30 years ago, 50 years ago. Everyone is connected via a punch of buttons. You know what I'm saying? Even one button away from being connected to another person that's on the other side of the country, so, or on the other side of the world. So I don't expect LeBron James to be that. Now, what I want to see is consistency. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James say, a lot of people say that LeBron James is conscious. He's a social justice warrior, and all this stuff. He's for his black community. He's for people that's oppressed and things of that nature. Now, like I said before in my last video, I don't expect LeBron James is not going to change what's going on in China. So anyone that's mad at LeBron James of his statement, because if he would have said something different, he was going to change what was going on in China, y'all just misinformed, or y'all just ignorant to the fact that LeBron James speaking up about China is not going to change. Now, my thing about consistency is, like I said before, he doesn't have to do business with China. He can say, okay, because you can choose who you do business with. Like, are you going to do business with like, say for instance, this guy, and the business that you do and that you have, if you connect with him, you can make more money. Both of y'all can make more money because by y'all coming together, it creates more revenue. Now, if you found out that he was a pedophile or something, are you gonna do money? Are you gonna do business with him and say, like, in with you being conscious of you don't like people messing with kids and things of that nature? Are you gonna say, well, I can make a lot of money with this guy, I'm gonna overlook that? Or are you gonna stand on your beliefs and say, no, I'm not gonna do business with this guy because he's a bad guy? I don't want to be connected with a guy that's a pedophile. Because LeBron James can decide not to do business with China. Now, it's going to hurt his Nike deal because Nike shoes are made in China. So it will mess with that to that degree. Yes, it will mess with that. So, but LeBron James can do that. He can do that. But he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to do that. Now, I'm not going to be mad at him because he's not going to do that, because I understand that athletes, like I said, they should not be held to a standard of quote unquote saving the black community or saving the world. You know what I'm saying? They shouldn't be held to that standard because a lot of them are not equipped to do that. You know what I'm saying? That has to be left up to people that are knowledgeable on the world stage, and people that understand that stuff. So no, his image did not take a hit to me. It's just that it's not consistent. It's only because the only reason why he not really speaking up on that is because it's gonna mess with his money. See, that's when your beliefs are really challenged. See, that's when you can see a person and see, do that person really believe in what they believe in? Well, let me see when something, because it's easy to believe in something when it's like a universal thing almost that everybody, a majority of the people, a lot of people are backing you, like the Trump thing when he called Trump dumb or stupid or something, you know what I'm saying? Or when he speak out, about different situations, it's easy. When old girl Lauren Ingram from Fox News said he need to shut up and dribble, and he now he came out with a rant saying, oh, it was racist. You shouldn't say black young men should just shut up and dribble. I'm more than an athlete. See, because what I said and what I would have done, I would have went on her platform, and a lot of people say, well, if he go on her platform, it validates what she said. No, it doesn't validate what she said. He could have went on her platform, because I've seen a lot of people that stands for certain things going on that went on her platform and stood her up, or at least went on her platform and left an imprint on her platform to where you can say a lot of people that look at her show can say, man, that guy made a good point. LeBron James could have went on her platform. He could have spoke on the things that he believed in, the things that he backed. You know what I'm saying? Like young brown and black men getting shot in in America by unarmed black people and brown people getting shot by police in the wrong way. Or he could have said, talked about all the other things he wanted to talk about. And it's okay for people to challenge you on what you believe in. See, I don't think LeBron James wanted to be challenged. LeBron James is not what people think he is, because he got this. Now, I looked at his show, The Shop. It's just a bunch of people. Now, it's trying to deliver a barbershop type conversation, which I've been in a lot of barbershop type conversations, and people that have been in barbershop type conversations, especially in the black community, that a lot of people's opinions are challenged all day, every day. As long as you're in there, your opinion is being challenged. People challenge your opinion. People don't just let you sit up there and just say things without challenge. Even if you may be right, but people don't sit up there and let you just say what you want to say and don't challenge it. I looked at his show. Now, he trying to capture that essence. You know what I'm saying? People wasn't challenging people's opinions. Everybody was agreeing with everybody. Everybody talked about the topic that everybody agreed with the Trump thing and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got to have, if you don't have people around you to challenge your opinions or challenge, certain things that you talk about, and a lot of times when people challenge your opinions, it makes you better. It makes you go back and think, or it makes you say, oh man, I didn't think about that. If you don't have that around you, then you just got a bunch of people that agree with you. It's like, why I'm around a bunch of people that agree with me? Why? I don't want to have a conversation with, I don't want people to disagree with me just to disagree with me just to do it. I want a real substantive conversation of disagreement. I like that, because I can learn something. The other person can learn something from me. See, people are so afraid of not being right, because everybody want to be right, man. It's like, I want to be right. I want to be right. It's not always about being right. It's about being informed. It's about knowing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like what he said about the statement that he said when he got interviewed by the Lakers media, the Los Angeles Lakers media, and what he said was, he just like to hear himself speak, man. He said Daryl Morey was not informed, of basically calling the man ignorant, saying the man was ignorant. He didn't know what he was talking about. That's what LeBron James was saying. LeBron James, I asked you, do you know what you're talking about? Were you informed? Because you don't know if that man wasn't informed. You don't know what that man knows. Did you sit down with Daryl Morey before you came out and said that and say, Daryl, like, Why did you send out that tweet? Like, now, if he would have came out and said, well, I sat down with Daryl Morey, I asked him about the tweet, I asked him what was the substances behind his tweet, why did he send it out? And then if you come to that conclusion that Daryl Morey told you, well, I really wasn't informed, then you should say that. Don't come out and say that man wasn't informed if you didn't sit down and talk to that man, because you probably wasn't informed. See, you see what I'm saying? Like, LeBron James, like, look, people want to try to put him in a leadership position, or people want to elevate him to this Muhammad Ali status and all this stuff. Like I told y'all, Muhammad Ali went to people platforms. You can look it up on YouTube, Muhammad Ali interviews, where he went to a lot of people platforms that did not agree with him all the time. And he sat up there and talked about the substance of his opinion or what he believed in, and let the people challenge him on it. And they went back and forth. LeBron James don't want to do that, because then it start bringing out what you really know and what you really don't know. And like I said, it's not about that LeBron James. I'm not saying LeBron James is stupid or he's ignorant or this stuff. I'm saying this: when athletes come out and say, well, like I said, James Harden, former athlete Richard Jefferson, when they come out, all these other athletes are starting to come out, and a lot of them are not saying anything. They're come out and say, well, we know what's going on in China. How in the world do you know what was going on in China? I'm not gonna say everybody, but it's just baffled me that y'all don't know what's going on in China. Like, really, y'all don't? Y'all didn't know China wasn't? James Harden talking about everybody in the world have freedom of speech. No, everybody in the world don't have freedom of speech, man. Like, y'all travel to these countries and y'all don't know what's going on. I'm not saying y'all should know every detail of what's going on, but you should know that you should know the countries that people have rights like yourself, and the countries that people that don't have rights like yourself. Like, you should at the very least know that. Like I said, man, it kind of, I knew that before the age of 18. I knew, well, I mean, I just thought people just knew what was going on in China. Like, it really baffles me. I know Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich know, because I know they know, because they didn't come out and say a statement that they didn't speak on this like they speak. Like I said, just because in America you speak on things that go on in America, and this goes with free speech. Just because you speak on things in America, I'm not expecting you, like I said, I'm not expecting athletes to be on a global stage talking about, unless they want to do it, unless they informed, unless they intelligent on the situation, unless they know a lot about the situation. I don't want them out there speaking and they just talk just to be talking. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. You should be wise enough to know your limitations. And LeBron James have limitations when it comes to that. But people want to put this on him, and he's trying to carry it. And he's not equipped to carry it. But he's trying to carry it because he's trying to appease social media. See, a lot of people trying to appease and social media is not the end all be all. Social media is like a lot of people on there that's just talking about a lot of things, that know a little bit about something and want to speak on it like they know a lot about something. I mean, that's how I look at it. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out. Have LeBron James' image in your mind taken a